Hi guys, it's Tara. Welcome back to Tara's Take. Today's Altered Book Series Day. So excited, I can't wait. I've been playing and wanting to fiddle with it, but I've waited because I have done a few things. Because if I wait and do everything on camera, our series will run for months. So we don't want that. But I have waited today to not do any more than I did yesterday. I did a little bit. So I'm going to walk you through. I went ahead and I distressed this page in the Fern Green from Archival Ink. And I think I'm going to put this piece here onto it like a pocket. This was that piece I did just playing around with that painter's paper, and I did some of the sprays, and then I did the why can't I ever remember these liquid pearls? I did some liquid pearl around it, and then I sprayed it with the actually I sprayed it with the mica spray, and then I did the liquid pearl. Okay, and then of course I put this pocket on there and that little snippet we did, and I thought that that might look good as, you know, the introduction here. I'm not sure yet what we're gonna do over here. I could put it here. It would go good there, and maybe leave this page, like do a little stamping around the corners and leave this page for writing. We could do that. So let's think on that, because this pocket's open to this side, so that might work out well for them. But I do want to put this here in this opening, okay? And then today I went ahead and I did some painting. Let me see. Can you guys see it okay? I did some acrylic with my brayer and a deep red, like a, I can't remember the name of it. It's just a Walmart acrylic paint, and then an ivory, and I did those together, and then I stamped into the paint again to get it, have some writing. Then I did some stamping of vines around the edges. I kind of like how it turned out. I was thinking it'd be fun to do some background pages with the paint. I like how it looks. I hope you do too. Okay, I put this in here. I have not put a card or journal card yet. I left this open for writing on. And this, of course, is a pocket. I did these. I just did a little piece. I don't remember if I did these with you or if I did them by myself. I think I did them by myself, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I just did a book page on each one, the little butterfly. Okay. And then I put butterflies here to kind of correspond. We've already gone through all of this. Let me see. Okay. So the last time I believe I had done this page. Now I've put this very thin because this is tight, this vellum on here, and I don't want it to tear. So I did like a very thin, it's a pocket, and then it has a little, well, it's a journal card, and then it has a little pocket on the front. And I had done this envelope. I think I had put this vellum on the front of it last week with you guys. I liked how it looked, and I did put it on as a pocket, so you can see it opens. And then there's the envelope. Now I've gone ahead and I have sprayed with oxides, and I have done the edges and the lip here, and then I even went into, like I showed you, I went on the inside. So it's all nice and grungy. And then yesterday I did this, and I did the inside of this pocket, and I did this page. And then I went ahead and I glued down these two we made yesterday. I did two of those into here. So you guys remember, it's the one that we just did it yesterday, so I'm sure you remember. So there's like a ton of pockets right here because they've got this pocket, okay, and then they've got this pocket, and then they have this pocket. Okay, so there's 3 pockets there. So I did not glue these down as pockets because that'd just be overkill. So then we did this one last week, if you remember, and that opens up to journal on. Okay, I gotta tell you guys, I love this book, and I love how, I wish you could feel it. It just, if you're making one, you know what I'm talking about. They feel so fun. So yeah, I hope you guys like this. This is kind of my idea to give them writing space, but also a decorative page. I may do a few of them with just the what do you call it, white paint or ivory colored paint like Tina does, or like I've seen her do in the past. But I think for the most part I'm going to do something with color that's light enough for them to see their writing, but that gives, you know, something cool to write on, and it feels really cool. It feels kind of rough and yet leathery. The paper, you know, is just kind of cool. So let's see. I was looking back here now. I did this page, I remember, on my own. And have I done any others? And then we did this. Look how good that's holding up. That's our tip-in. We have the two tip-ins in here. We have the envelope and this one. And so as you can see, those really stay once you get them glued in there, you know. So we've got that one, and I printed out some papers today, well, today and yesterday. Now this is a Tim Holtz background, and it's from the same packet that I got this, and I thought I would do this one on the back cover, like that. So it'll kind of, you know, match up. And then this is one of the music sheets that I sprayed it down with oxide, and then I sprayed it with the mica, and that's what I got. I really like this page. So I thought we could use this as possibly a background, you know. Then I went ahead and printed out a few of some of my favorites. This is a Janie B journal, one of hers from one of her mystery kits that I purchased eons ago. It's another one. This one is from that back, I can't even pronounce it when I'm looking at it hardly, but I can't remember what it's called. The music that I did in the other part over here, it was part of that. I will have to look at the name again. Let me see if I've got it open. I can pull it up here real quick. It's hard to pronounce. It is Berakalnik. Berakalnik. Berakalnk is where these kind of grungy music sheets came from. Now this one came from Janie B journals. All of the rest of these came out of Janie B. And these were all in mystery bundle kits that I got from her. Okay, so if you've never bought a mystery bundle kit, you get 100 or more pages for like $5 or $4 or something. It's super cheap. She even has one where you can pick 3 of her bundle, or no, you can pick 5 of her bundles, and it's under $10, and it's totally worth it. And you can go on YouTube, by the way, and look up Janie B journals, and you can review and get to see what's in each bundle, because there's videos for each one. And then you can pick which bundles you want, because you pick the 5, you know. And so you get over 500 pages for under $10 of these amazing digitals. She does some of the most beautiful work. Her and Tina, they're probably my two go-tos. Well, and Lorna Taylor. Tailor-made journals, yeah. Those 3 are 3 of the main people I purchased from. And anyway, so they're all linked in my about section of the channel for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get this into the back cover, because I know that I want this there, and that'll get me started. Okay, so I think, pretty sure, yeah, this fit right snug, and I just need to trim. So let's see here. I'm going to just do our fold and trim this piece off. So how's everybody doing today? It's Friday, and I've only got, in a week from now, I will be in Flagstaff. Now, of course, I'm recording this early, so in 2 weeks from when I'm recording it, I will be in Flagstaff. Yay! I'm so excited. But for you guys, it's next week. And of course I've been fussy cutting again. So I gotta bring my garbage can back over here. My garbage can is so full of fussy cuts, it's funny. Okay, there we go. Alright, is that even? I hope. Looks pretty good. I gotta hold the book up to get it to go flush into that edge, and I'm still not sure. I think I'll probably trim a little bit of this off, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do it in a better way than I normally do. I'm gonna actually use my ruler and my cutter, and yeah, use my ruler and my cutter. Let me grab a ruler here. I don't usually do this, but I want to make sure that it's even, and I only need to take off like a hair's breadth, so not much. So if I go from there, it should be okay. It's a little too far. Sorry, it's taking me a second here. I gotta see it, make sure I'm on the right spot, because I literally only need to take off a little bit. Okay, this should do it. I hope. Okay, I think I might go ahead and do the same thing on this end. I know I folded it and did that, but I'm thinking that it could use a tiny bit more off. Oh, come on now. There we go. All right. I love this paper. It's such a fun backdrop. Let's see. If I hold it flat when I glue it, it should be fine. Okay, let's get our glue going here. Oh, you know what I should do is use this one. And I'm gonna, you guys are gonna see me totally, it looks like I'm making a mess, but I'm not. Not really. That way I don't have to worry about the art glitter glue drying too fast for me to get this laid down, and I can spread the glue around in the page and, you know, all that good stuff that I talk about. Okay, if you're new to junk journaling, I'm just using an old store card. It can be an old credit card, library card, anything that's firm that you can use as a glue spreader. It's the best glue spreader in the world. Is just one of these cards, and I'm spreading it out to get it all over the place, but also because I like it to be smooth under the paper. I know I'm gonna have to make a little bit of a cleanup, but it'll be good. Okay, now gotta stand up and do this right. Let's see here. Okay, stop it. There we go. See? Nice, right? Pretty good. And when you do the glue spreading, even with the tacky glue, it does dry quicker for you. So you gotta kind of be quick, but it'll dry quicker. And it, like I said, it doesn't leave a bunch of lumps underneath your paper. So you've got a nice smooth surface. Now in this case, looks like I've got a little spot here in the corner I need to hit. Now, I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to give it a try because I've got some glue left on here. I might have to, I'm going to go ahead and hit it with the art glitter glue. Okay. If you're wondering why I didn't use this glue and you're not familiar with it, it dries really quick. and I didn't want it, it would have taken me longer to spread the glue out on the page as opposed to just using the other, because it would have dried before I could get to it. That's my point. Now, because I did use the other glue, I'm going to have to really press and make sure that this stays down, because of the way the book curves, see, it's going to want to pull. So I may go ahead and just run where it's pulling some art glitter glue under there, because it'll probably grab quicker for me. Okay, so yep, no worries. This kind of stuff is easily taken care of. Okay. I do want to make sure it's down before I start messing around with other parts of the book, because I don't want it to lift again, and when I'm moving the book and opening it and closing it, it's going to cause that to pucker or bend again. So we want to make sure this part is nice and dry. Nope, not yet. So what I'm doing is pulling on this and pressing it as I'm pulling to try and make it stay when it's open, so that it'll dry at a more comfortable spot. Does that make sense? Like, for when it's open, it gives it that flexibility. It's bent, so I'm pushing it down at that bending point, hoping that it seems to be working. For the most part, this little corner is not, but that's okay. It will. I know it will, because I've done it too many times now. You just got to get it to cooperate. Okay. I'll go ahead and close it there and let it sit, and then let me see here. I was thinking about what page. You know what? Let's go ahead and lay that piece out. That way it's done. And I do think I'll put it on this side, because I think it actually like matches with that as its background better than the other page. The other thing I made that I thought was cute, I might put here, is this. Do you remember the other day when we were making the stuff with our scraps? And I made this little notebook with the Tim Holtz paper. I was thinking that this might be kind of cool right here in the front, because then they could write in this little journal here in the front and make it into a pocket, and then that way, you know, they'd have a little writing space that looks kind of cool. I haven't decorated it yet. I have sprayed it. I totally like coated it with different colors of all the spray. I was just playing, but as you can see, I used some water and splashed on it to give it that oxidized look, and yeah, I love that. I think it's so fun. So I thought I would decorate that. So I'm going to probably put that on this side instead of just a blank page. I think that'll look good. We got a lot of greens going on, you know. So let's go ahead and get this piece laid down. Yeah, I like this piece, and it was totally one of those pieces where you're really not trying, you're just playing, you're not really making something that you're consciously aware of. And then I ended up liking the way it looks so much, I had to make something from it, because I was like, oh, I really like this. Now I kind of wanted, because I think we'll not have that hanging out, because I don't want it to get damaged. So I'm going to kind of sit this back a little ways from the edge, so that it's kind of protected, you know. I really like this piece. It's fun. I hope you guys are making, if you are making an altered book, you're having as much fun as I've had with this one. I really have enjoyed this one. And you know, somebody made the comment to me, and I think you're right. I think it was you, Laura, that said, you know, I'm so worried about using my art journal book. And she told me, you know, you're already art journaling, right? Because this altered book, you're art journaling in there. Because I'm so used to building a junk journal, you know, and I haven't really thought about, you know, to me an art journal is something different. But at the same time, I see what she's saying. I definitely done some different stuff in here that's not just putting together a junk journal. Let's see how our little guy's, yeah, it's holding good now. See, cool. I love that paper that's on both sides. I just really love it. There was a blue paper that I almost used, but I have to be honest, I pulled a Tina. I'm totally hoarding it. It's such a cool background. I was like, I don't want to use it yet, you know, not yet. So, yeah. So now I'm thinking, do we want to do something from the back? I like doing the spread like so, like the whole page. I kind of think that's fun. Let's see, why don't we do this piece right here? And I'm wanting to do some collaging like we did kind of up in the front here. And that's why I printed out some different pieces that I thought would make pretty, like let's do a piece with her and this music sheet. Okay, so I am gonna, let's see, I'm gonna tear this down. Oh, be careful, Tara, don't tear that lovely face. Okay, and I'm gonna do something with her, like put her on a page by herself. Maybe I'll frame her. Let's go ahead and tear this off. I have to be careful. I don't want to take too much, you know what I mean? Okay. Isn't she just beautiful? My goodness. She's just dreamy to look at. Dreamy. So I am thinking that I'm going to go ahead and do the edges of my page and kind of make that a frame. And I'm going to put a piece of paper under here just so it catches. See, this is all the spraying I was doing yesterday. This paper, these two. They look kind of cool too, huh? Yeah, I'm going to frame the edges of this section. And then that way, whatever I lay down, if I miss spots or like with her, she doesn't quite go to the edge everywhere. That way it'll just kind of flow. You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah, we have one of our family members, Sandra, is making an altered book. And then I know that Laura has started one. Who else? I think there's a couple other people who've mentioned it to me. I'm really excited to see them when they're finished. Let's see. I love seeing, you know, it's so much fun, I think, like I've told you guys before, to see how we take the same concept and put our creativity with it, and it comes out a completely different thing. I mean, it's so cool to see each other's work. It encourages me so much. And then I see it and go, oh, okay, you know, next time I could do something like that, you know? Get inspired by one another. It's awesome. It's just awesome. I kind of like the framing of that just by itself. I think it looks really cool. Okay, now I am going to darken her just a little bit. I'm going to do just, because it's a lot of white. And You know, I love the aged look. Uh-oh, it's streaked on her face. Dadgummit. Shoot. Did not mean to do that. Well, I guess it makes it look kind of old, huh? Does that look okay? I just streaked it on her face. Look at that. I can reprint it. That's a bummer. I did not mean to do that. I'm wondering. I may reprint, but I want to try something. If I did some lines, not everywhere, but just in certain places, and kind of rub the brown in to make the picture look older and grungier. And ripped, of course, because you know me, I have to. It's actually because this paper's kind of thick. It's a 33 pound. It's that photo paper, and it has a thickness to it that will definitely tear if you're not careful, which I am not very good at being careful. So I went ahead and I did that. What do you guys think? With some, or should I just redo it? You know what? I'm going to tear this edge too. Her hair almost matches the vintage photo ink. So cool. I'm thinking that I'm going to use this tear for my advantage instead of, you know. Okay. And then this piece, I was thinking I could tear and also kind of put underneath. I'm going to see how it looks, her picture, and not cover the frame, but like cover the words. Here, I'm going to do that. Like that. Yeah. Not all of it, but just like something like that. I don't even care if that meets up. I'm just wondering if this will look okay with. I do want to tear this because I don't want that white to be showing. And then I just want the words on this page covered mostly is what I'm thinking about. And if I just do the corners and then I put her on top, they're just going to stick out. Yeah. Like that. Mm-hmm. I'm going to try it. Oops. Oh, come on. My glue has not been used today. I can tell it's stubborn. It's fighting with me. Do you guys have bad glue days? Look at my hands. That's from all the... That's good. I mean, it was really bad yesterday. When I sprayed all this stuff, I was like blue all over the place. It was pretty funny. I sat and soaked my hands in hot water and soap, hot soapy water. Oh, just got the dropsies today. Okay, the glue is not moving. I've got something stuck in there. I hope I don't have to. I might have to pause it and go wash this out. I think I'll just do that and make it simple on all of us. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. I was only gone like a minute. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and lay some of this out. I told myself I better turn my camera back on. You know how sometimes people come back and they're like, oh my goodness, I just filmed all this and I didn't turn the camera back. Have you ever heard Tina say that? I've heard her say that. And I think Pam one time did that, where she filmed a bunch and she had paused and didn't realize she didn't turn the camera back on. It's super easy to do stuff like that. It's funny. Okay. Yeah, I just want this poking, just sitting over those words in the corners, so I'm just kind of poking it out around the corners here. I don't really care if it meets up. I don't mind if it's scattered. You know, that's kind of the flavor of this book. I'm sure you've noticed. It's definitely an organized mess of grunge in its own way, which I'm really, really enjoying. Like I said, I think it's mostly because I haven't really done, I don't know that I've ever really done a totally grungy book ever since I started. And I love them when I see that people have done, you know, something really fun and grungy or eclectic or just, you know, even kind of, I know it may sound contradictive of me, but I also even like kind of that little gothy look, you know. You gotta remember, I was a punk rocker for years when I was young. That's kind of, I was like totally a punk rocker back in the day. I think I've told you, my nickname was Susie for Susie and the Banshees, so yeah. Blue black hair, black lipstick, the whole 9 yards, so yeah. Kids nowadays call it goth. I mean, for me, it's just kind of that punk look, you know, I like that. Okay. Okay. I'm just kind of going around here, darkening these little edges. Does this, that was up a little bit. I can see that. Okay. All right. I kind of like just that without even putting her down yet. And I'll probably, of course, put like a pocket on the bottom here of the page or something like that. But, you know, I don't know. She's so beautiful. Maybe I'll just leave her there to look beautiful and haunted in a way, you know, like a girl from far, far away from the past. Alright, there's going to be little lines now, mark my words. So I'm going to just drag this glue a little bit. See those lines? That art glitter glue, it does that, and that's annoying. So that's why I grabbed it real quick to see. See, it makes those lines. I don't like that. I don't like that. Let me see if I can get my other glue open here enough to use it. I don't use this one very often, and when I go to use it, it's like, ugh. Okay. The only reason I don't put my art glitter glue into one of my Sugar Belle bottles is because the top is a little bit bigger, and I don't want to waste the art glitter glue, you know, because it costs more. This stuff I get at Walmart for what, $4.60 something. I used to be, just a few months ago it was $3.99. Now it's like $4.64 or something, because of course they've totally raised their prices. See, this the tacky glue spreads before it dries into those little tiny, you know, terrible lines. But hopefully this paper is thick enough to maintain. Nope, you can see them. I'm hoping when they dry you won't be able to see it so much. You can see them. That's annoying. Can you see them, you guys? Let me see. You can't really see it, I don't think, as much on the camera as I can, but there's like these little glue lines that are, hopefully when it dries, they'll go away. If not, I may take and print another sheet of her and cover her with her. You never know. I do stuff like that because I don't like for those to show like that. I think it looks, you know, a little bit tacky. Okay. Now I was thinking to put this on this page. And I'm just going to go ahead and see if, well, I'm just going to see if I can tear it evenly. This paper's this is vintage paper. This is truly from over 100 years ago, this book. It's like 1901 or something like that. And this one might even be the late 1800s, I'm not sure. And so, yeah, it's very fragile. But I wanted it torn because I thought it would look cool. Tearing pretty straight for the most part. As soon as I say that, it goes right. And I wanted to leave the title on the top, if I can. There we go. Woohoo! Is that narrow enough, or do I need to take a little, tiny bit more? It looks like probably from. I think, in fact, that part is going to be torn off anyway. Okay, I'm going to try, guys. I'm trying to do this without ripping it totally. I don't trust a tearing ruler with it. It's just too dry a paper. It's very brittle. That's looking better. There we go. Okay, just one more little part right here. And then the bottom, and it'll be good. Okay. There. Now, for the bottom, I'm just going to go like right across this part here. And hopefully, this will work. Nope, a little bit more. All right. So, Cordy and I, you know how I've told you guys that we usually try to watch a movie on the weekends or two, and this last weekend we watched, I don't know when it came out in the theaters, but as far as like, it just came out for us on one of our apps. I'm not even sure which one. It's through the television. Dog with Channing Tatum, or Tatum Channing, however you say his name. Anyway, and oh my gosh, it was such a good movie. If you haven't seen it, it's worth watching. It was very sweet. I cried at the end. Good tears, not bad. But yeah, it was just a very touching movie, and it was his first directing debut. He directed it. It was based off of loosely off of his own story of a rescue dog that he rescued years ago, and he had that dog for 8 years before it passed away. Yeah, but this story was really cute and sweet, and just a good movie. Yeah, so if you guys are looking for something to watch, that would be a good one, because totally worth it. My husband and I really liked it. I'm not going to do any spoilers and tell you. I will tell you this. The dog he was a ranger in the Army, okay? And he was injured. I won't tell any more about that. And one of the men that he was a ranger with passed away. And this man had been one of the dog handlers, okay? And the dog in the movie, her name is Lulu. and she was his dog, and when he died, she kind of lost it, you know. And plus, she had a lot of war triggers. I mean, emotionally challenged because she'd been through so much in the war, and she was a hero. So it's his assignment. It's Chatham. Is it Chatham Tanning? Is it Channing Tatum? Anyway, it was his assignment. I always get his first and last name mixed around. Anyway, it was his assignment by his captain or sergeant or whatever to get this dog from the base where it was to his family in Arizona for the funeral. They wanted the dog at the funeral. And it's their adventure of getting, you know, getting to the funeral is the whole point. However, it's the growth that these two characters, the dog and him, experience in the process, okay? And it's very sweet. So if you haven't seen it, it's called Dog, and the reason it's called that is because that's what he calls her. He never calls her by her name in the movie, hardly at all. He just calls her Dog. But she's, you know, she's kind of crazy and really funny. And my husband did a little bit of looking it up, and turns out that the dog was played by 3 different dogs to kind of accommodate whatever that dog was doing at the time, and they needed her to do, you know. And so yeah, anyway, the dog that's with him most of the time in the movie in real life is named Brita. I don't remember the name of the other 2, but she's the one who is like the day-to-day dog, not the one that aggressively attacks or the one that gets into trouble as much. She's the one that's always next to him and stuff. But yeah, it's just a precious movie. I think you guys would love it. So there's that spread. I really like the way this turned out. Even with her little scarred face, you know, because I went ahead and crinkled through and kind of did that on other parts. I think it just kind of flows, I hope. And then the music sheet, of course, is just beautiful. Oh, Lamb of God. Yeah, that's a nice spread, right? So let's see, what time is it? We still have time to play. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. I feel like I sounded like Gail. She does that. We still have time to play. That's funny. So yeah, there's that one. And we did our back here, and that's glued down real nice now. It's flush, it's holding on, which is always a good thing. We don't want it coming up. So let's see. These papers I brought with me. I love this paper. And I don't know if you noticed, I wanted the deep tones, like of the greens, the red, the salmony, peachy gold, rose gold kind of color, the deeper green, you know, again, and just kind of earthy colors, deep colors, you know, even the gold. I really like this gold tissue paper on here. I think I want to do something more with that gold tissue paper. It's just a Walmart thing, $1.97. You can totally get it super cheap and use it. It's just that gold paper you get in the birthday section. I'm thinking I'm going to do a couple of belly bands for this, or maybe tall pockets, you know, for these 2 pages, to just kind of either that, or we could do some painting over this and make this journaling space. But this is a pocket here, so we want to keep in mind they're going to have stuff in there, you know. And so it might be a better idea to just do like a pocket or something. This I'm going to leave for journaling. Oh, and by the way, we are totally going to do, is my camera okay? I feel like my phone's kind of hanging down, so. Anyway, on the vellum, we are totally going to do a video with just playing and making our vellum paper some really cool background. It feels so neat. And it took to it really well. At first it curled up, but then as soon as it started to dry, I was able to flatten it back out, and it's fine. So yeah, and I think it's really kind of fun, the difference in this beautiful picture and then all the grunge around it. And the reason I used a lot of the red is because of the red that's in that. So anyway, my point was that I really kind of did a lot that I did to it, thinking of making it more earthy. But I wanted each just, what do I call it? Each spread to kind of have its own flavor. So I really love this paper. And these are just like, look at that. I mean, they're so pretty. I was thinking, that's not quite there. I don't really want that with that. I was wondering if, like, these would go. I may have to pull something that has, I might print something else out that has, like, these colors in it to go with this spread. I want this on as a background somewhere. But I definitely thought that these two looked good together. So let's do something with these real quick, okay? Well, let's see, what time is it? You know what we could do? Let's go ahead and decorate this instead. We'll do, well, I don't know. I'm not trying to be fickle and not know what I'm doing. I don't want to take up more time than we should. You know what I mean? Now, the one thing I'm noticing, and it's kind of bumming me out, is this little corner keeps catching right here into this. See? It doesn't as long as I close it together, but when I accidentally close this with this pushed open, it catches, and then it folds this corner. Might have to figure something out with that. Let's decorate this page, this thing here. Now, how did you get bent? This was fighting with me yesterday, huh? This piece. Let me see here. Look at this guy. These guys will look awesome in this journal. Or they would look really good in, these are the ones we did the other day as well. They would also look really good in the book I plan on doing, which is a, what do you call it? A grunge journal, junk journal. I've got it ready. I've got the cover done, and it's not got any signatures in it yet or anything, but it's ready to go. I've already kind of picked the paper I want in it, and I'm looking here to see if, oh, that looks pretty. And then this one opens. This is that one that opens and folds down. This might look really good right here, huh? Yeah, put this like in the center here. I think I will. I like that. I like that. I just love this piece. And I don't know if you remember when I did it the other day, I was totally not paying attention. I was talking, I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. I was just journaling, you know, just creating. And those are the best to me. Those are the best moments, because you get, you stop and look and go, oh wow, did I do that? Should I make this a top loading pocket or a side? I think I'll do a top. Okay. So I'm going to put it about, about here. Press. Before I rub, I don't want to rub. I'll be scooting it all over the place and getting glue messy everywhere. Just let that art glitter glue do its thing. The reason it's having trouble is because the pages now, as the book is getting, you know, more and more decorated, it's getting bulky feeling. And it's getting a little bit harder and harder to, I'm just going to do this. That way it doesn't stick to this top part, okay? Little tip. Because I can feel it wanting to seep onto that. And next thing I know, it'll dry and I'll be like, oh no, it's glued shut. Y'all know, I'm sure there are those of you out there who've done that, and you know what I mean. Okay, we're going to need a little bit more here up in this corner and in this corner. Don't want to lay that down though, because it'll end up getting glued open and I'll have to fight with it. So okay, that is the one great thing about art glitter glue. Look at that, it seals almost as quick as hot glue. Okay, all right, I'm just gonna shut shut that and let that dry. Oh, she looks gorgeous there. These two young ladies are beautiful together. I really like. Okay, stay down. Oh, wait, it's that part that's coming up. Okay, good. All right, so let's see. You know what? This pocket might look really cute right here. And then put a tag here, and then they can still journal on this part. Or do I want to do this notebook here? I may wait and decorate that notebook just to see where it goes, and if it kind of ends up looking like I think it will, I'll put it there, but you never know. It might. Okay. Let's see. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah, I was going to decorate. Sorry, forgot. What time is it now? Yeah, I've got a few more minutes. Looking here on my stuff to see what I want to put there. I love these little La Mode Illustré. I think they're so pretty. Ooh, I like that. It's completely like, it's one of those that I look at and go, oh, it doesn't match, but at the same time, that's a good thing. It looks good because it doesn't match. Okay, so I should make this a traveler, huh? Somebody that's traveling. Let's see. Aw, look at those two guys. They could be travelers, huh? Oh, this man's cool. Get my little case out here. Where'd I put it? I've already got it out. Where's it at? Oh, behind me. Okay. All right. This would be the perfect time to use some of Timmy's stuff on our to just for fun, you know, decorate around it, collage a little bit around it. His is the perfect addition to his own paper, which is partially his. Some of it is not. Let me see. Where's my... Oh, here it is. I guess I haven't used it yet today. I was using my brush. I'm going to go ahead and put that down. I think that's cute right there. Let's see. I wonder if I have any words small enough that would look good right there. I do have in Tina's, I know. I wonder if thankful would fit. It would. Okay, that's a possibility. But I actually have in one of my cases right here, I have the Tina words, and I do believe, if I can just find it, here it is. Okay, it's these. All right. I know I have one in here that says Traveler. I found it. There we go. I'm glad I found it so quick. Wasn't too painful. Okay. I wanted it to go on that piece because I like the color as a backdrop on the map. But I wanted it to say something, you know. That's why I am putting a word on top of it. And then I'm also going to do a little distress. Okay. If you like these little cases right here, I got them at Walmart for $3.88. That was, a couple weeks ago. Who knows what they are this week? My husband went yesterday, and he comes home, and a few days ago, probably less than a week ago, he loves those little pies, those little single serving pies that they sell at Walmart, right? Well, they used to be 2 for $1. I understand things change, but he comes back last week and he goes, oh man, they've put those little pies up to 76 cents a piece. I'm like, oh, bummer, So yesterday he goes to Walmart and he comes home and he goes, they've put those pies up to $1.48. I mean, seriously, that is ridiculous, and I hope that nobody buys them. I mean, they are just, I know prices have gone up, so please don't send me any bad comments. I get it. But at the same time, the way that Walmart, they've been taking advantage. I mean, they've been putting things up exorbitantly, like getting very extravagant, and it's just Walmart. And you kind of not trust Walmart, but you kind of hope that they'll, be that store that's cheaper than everybody else. And they're starting to not be. Our Safeway, and wherever you are, I don't know if you have like a Safeway, but our Safeway is starting to be cheaper about a lot of things than the Walmart. So I've been buying some things over there or getting them online because I don't want to pay these prices, So anyway, that's my rant. Every time I get started on Walmart, I'm like, I'm sorry, that's my rant. I was looking in here and finding all these cute little bugs and butterflies and stuff, and they kind of look sciencey, to go with these little tiny backdrops of Tim's here. I just love all of these little pieces. I think they're so cute. I do. I love them. They're fun to use, and I was thinking we could do like a tiny little bit of collaging, kind of just all over the place on this. It just looks like it should have some collaging on it. Doesn't have to make any sense whatsoever. Right, guys? It can just be fun. Okay, and then I'm going to yellow and age these guys a little bit like I do. I love a brown, black, and white look. I don't know, maybe I will sit something down for these gentlemen to be sitting on. This might kind of be a good thing for that, is if I sat it like right through here and then sat them on there. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going with it. I'm going with it. Let's see. So what does everybody have planned for the weekend? Any plans? Any vacations? Any picnics? Movies? I don't know where all of you are, some of you are from places that are too cold right now. But like if you're from Arizona or somewhere out west, it's still kind of warm. Okay, I'm going to sit these young men on top of here like a bench. Just going to use this as a backdrop for them to, and then he's going to stand. Okay. I was thinking today, or yesterday, I don't remember, about these paper dolls, because I love that, the one I did the other day, if you watched the video where I used the one with the dog, and I was thinking, if I scanned the dog and then printed him out on, just for myself, I mean, just for myself, but if I scanned him and then printed him out on like cardstock and cut him out, I could have a few extra copies of him. I was like, I know that's probably copyright law, I can't do that, but it's just for me. I mean, it's not for anybody else. I'm not going to sell it or anything. But I was just thinking, I really like that little guy. I really think if anybody knows Tim Holtz or knows anybody from Ranger, or if there's somewhere I can put in a suggestion, I should look that up, because I really think they should do an animal paper doll pack. Okay, I think that would be really, really fun. What do you guys think? Would you like that? I would love it personally, but I just think it would be fun to have cats, dogs, rabbits, you know, turtles, whatever, you know, just fun things to add in addition to our little kits. Now I haven't put the traveler down yet because I wanted to get everything else laid out and decide where I want this. And I do want the word thankful on here. And in fact, I'm going to do it so that it says thankful traveler. Thankful traveler. There we go. I think I'll do that. Or should I do it down like this? No, wait, I gotta get him on there first, right? I mean, technically I don't have to put him on there, but I kind of like him. Okay. And then we're gonna be done, I promise. There. Okay. Now. Thankful. Oh, don't lose it. Don't drop it. Where'd it go? Oh no. Tara. Okay, I found it. I got it. Nope. Let's see, I'm looking to make sure I put it in the right spot. Thankful traveler. Or do I like it here? Thankful traveler. I think I like it on the bottom. Okay. And I like it kind of sitting cockeyed a little bit. The thankful, I mean. Traveler, I'm going to put down straight. Okay. Thankful traveler. And I think that's it for today. There's our piece. We decorated. We did our beautiful page spread. Let me see, is that drawing better? Yep, those lines are disappearing. Thank you, Jesus. And we did this. We laid this in. We laid this in. We did the back cover, and we did these gentlemen here. So that's our work on our altered book this week. I hope you guys had fun. I know I did. I'm enjoying it so much. And I hope that you're making one or that you're going to make one. And I can't wait if you do because I want to see it, okay? You guys have a wonderful day and be blessed. I love you, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.